Hello, Pak Edit. Can you hear my voice?
Yes,
Good. Okay.
clearly.
Yes.
Please.
Okay,
Continue.
so we will waiting for other participant.
Oh, gitu.
Okay, so maybe we already 81 participant due to the limit time constraints. So we will start our discussion or maybe a presentation today. So maybe I will open the session. Okay. So Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So it's my pleasure to moderate this final, or the last day summer course program, that will be conducted, as a group presentation, So I am Asep Gunawan. So a representative of the committee today, will be moderate as a moderator today, at least for the first session. So before we continue to the group presentation, so presentation today, we'll do parallel session, that consists at three group. Firstly, and then after the each group presentation, the duration of the presentation is approximately 10 minutes maximum. So try to consider to the time, because this is also our consideration, to see your quality of the presentation. And then after the group presentation with parallel session, it will be followed by discussion. So the forum or audience, can ask directly, to the group, for discussion, related with the specific or respective the topic. Okay. So before the presentation, maybe I want to emphasize, the what that you have to consider, during the presentation. The first, you have to consider and restrict to be on time, to be a presentation 10 minutes. If you can finish, before 10 minutes, maybe it's also okay, but if maybe more than 10 minutes, it's better to not to maximize, the time, okay. Second, perform very well your presentation, and then we also consider to the content of your presentation. I'm sure from each group, you already have representative, who will deliver, the presentation, so otherwise only one person that you represent from the group, but the member of the group also can answer, if they have during the discussion, and then, for example, the member can answer the question, so please, you can answer it, okay. So let's maybe I see the schedule. Can you see the schedule today? Pak Edith, can you see my Excel?
Moment, sir.
Okay. Okay. So in the first session, maybe I will be as a moderator. Yeah. Three group parallel, and then will be followed by discussion. Yeah. And then after that, Pak Edith, yeah, will take over, yeah, as a moderator for the third group, the second session. Yeah.
Asep, would you
Okay.
mind to send it to me? The session, this Excel.
So this the yellow color, yeah, will be make a presentation, yeah, and in parallel, yeah. The first group is D1, yeah, animal production department, yeah, student. And then after that, the second group is from Jiangsu, yeah, University, yeah, China. And then the third group is University of Samratulangi, yeah. So I will see who is the representative from the group one who will be present, who will be made a presentation. Can you raise your hand or maybe chat in the column chat? I'm sure you already have your representative group. Can somebody help me? The committee who the representative from the group one, group D1, IPB University, and then group two is from Jiangsu, yeah, and then group three from University Samratulangi. Can you write in your chats? Okay, group from Jiangsu, Yolandani, yeah, and from group D1 is Sony Laksono. Okay, so we already get two. And then who representative from University of Samratulangi? Already here? I repeat again, who representative from University Samratulangi? Anybody? Not yet. Okay. Okay, to file from D3. So please write your representative group, yeah, in the column chat. Okay, so Jiangsu. So from University Samratulangi, not yet. How about from Malaysia? Are already there from Malaysia? Okay, so we still have two. Okay, not yet. Okay, if like that, so maybe we can start. Yeah, because maybe one out of two or one of three group is not yet answered. So maybe for the first session, yeah. So the presentation will be consist two group. The first is from D1 IPB University, and then the second from University of Jiangsu, China. Okay, so prepare your presentation. Maybe I call Darmawan Laksono, the representative from D1, Please, committee, try to give Darmawan as a co-host. Okay, so please, now I give the time to you, Darmawan, to present your group presentation. Please.
Testing. Can anyone hear me? Okay, good. Before I started this presentation, I would like to address that this presentation only touched the surface of these topics. So if anyone want to ask some questions or anything, we can do that after the presentation. Can anyone see my share screen or no? Okay, good. Wait. So in this topic, we will discuss about the cow-calf operation beef cattle production system in Indonesia, because as we see, Indonesia had some kind of potential for further improvement in this sector. So for that, let's go to the next slide. Regarding why we choose this topic, there are several backgrounds here. First one is beef cattle are an important source of protein foods for human, and that Indonesian livestock growth is still very low, consistent from year to year, only 4% in increase. And then to add to that, we still had to import some fresh butchered carcass from Australia, or sometimes a live bull, or sometimes heifer for something like frozen meat sometimes. The livestock system in Indonesia is mostly still very traditional and serves as savings. Usually most farm only had 2 to 3 cattle, and not all of them is for animal husbandry, only for in Indonesia we call it a tabungan, or sometimes life saving. So the next one is the key for this is the breeding CCO, which ensures the livestock survival, but few Indonesian breeders focus on it. So it's not really common for Indonesian farmer to adopt the CCO concept of farm and animal husbandry. Wait. Yeah. So what is cow-calf operation? Cow-calf operation is a cow production system in which cows are born and raised to a weaning age. Sometimes it's not even really being associated with Indonesian farmers, because we did not really adopt this system properly. In Indonesia, breeders generally become the users or keeper and not the producer of this kind of system. The investors' power, including fund to buy a cow, very high bank interest. As you can see, we are still in developed state. We are a third world country, so we have several problems to address with CCO operation here. So next slide. Most farmers who keep cattle only act as keepers with benefits for various purposes, including the source of its workforce. Usually we use the calf for tilling the crops on the field. Sometimes in Indonesia we call it membajak sawah, usually for tilling the dirt from the paddy fields. Side job and free time fillers, and also compost producers, which are sometimes the most profitable thing if a farmer had a cattle. And sometimes it's only for hobbies and social status. Usually, if Indonesian have some kind of big or usually imported breed of cattle, such as Belgian Blue or Limousine. Usually, the Limousine one, if you have Limousine one, you are considered to be a rich person in Indonesia. Business cattle development in Indonesia, especially in new areas, must be carried out in integrated manners. Sometimes it also be integrated with farming system, agricultural system. Sometimes it was used to CCO can be used to improve the livelihood of a village if it was done properly. But then again, we had several problems here in Indonesia, which I already addressed in the previous slides. So our conclusion today, the cow-calf operation is fundamental production system and is the underlying sector for other production sectors. Usually, it can be used projectively on a farming agricultural sector. Some projects have been started by integrating the cow-calf operation with palm plantation system. We did not address the issue here because the time is not really enough for that. But then again, we are trying to improve in the CCO, or as we say in the abbreviation, cow-calf operation. We still had attempts to minimize the external input, and the integration effort is to maximize the revenue and profit for this operation. But then again, we still had few problems, such as the one I already mentioned in previous slides. Okay, is there anyone who wants to ask a few questions on this, or do you want to address some problems in it that maybe I could answer?
Okay, it's finished your presentation, Darmawan?
Unfortunately, yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Okay, so if your presentation finished, please wait, yeah, because we will move to the next presenter, yeah, and then we will do, yeah, for discussion as a parallel, yeah. Okay. Is this already? Why is it still they have like that? Okay, so the second, Darmawan, can you turn off your share screen? Yeah, okay.
Oh, okay, sir. Okay, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay, so we move to the second group presentation. Yeah, it's from Jiangsu, Yolanda. Please, from the committee, try to make a co-host for Yolanda. Yeah, already. Okay, so Yolanda, are you ready? Hello, Yolanda. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay.
Okay.
Can you see the screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. So your sound also, your voice also is clear. So maybe now, okay. So I give the opportunity to you, yeah, to present, yeah, your group presentation, please.
Okay, sure. Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Yolandani. We are from Jiangsu, China, and my teammates are Desi and Kurnia from Jiangsu University and Jiangsu University of Science and Technology. It's such a pleasure for us to share, to present about popular animal processing products in China. It's widely known that China is a very, very big country with holds more than 3,000 years of recent history. So Chinese are very rich in cultures. But due to the limitation of time, I'd like to limit our topic to century egg and braised food products. First of all, we'd like to show you the general consumption of meat and egg in China. As okay, as shown in the graph here, the egg consumption in China has reached more than 25 million tons per year. And also, China has become the biggest meat production uh, throughout the world, like globally. It covers more pork, mutton, poultry, and beef. And the Chinese traditional food processing are actually very wide. It covers a wide, a very wide food material such as vegetables, soy products, rice products, seafood, poultry, and eggs. First of all, I'd like to talk about pitan, a century egg. It started in about AD 1620 in Ming Dynasty as a farmer found naturally preserved duck eggs in a muddy pool of water and flake lime in Hunan, China. Uh, so how to make a century egg nowadays? It's just from a duck egg, salt and mud, water, tea, spices, salt, soda ash, and quick lime, and also husk. The spices used here, it depends on which region in China the century X is used. But usually it's just cinnamon, bay leaf, ginger, star anise, oranges, peas, Sichuan peppercorns, and so on. So how to make it? Just mix. It's easy. Just mix the soil and the other ingredients and keep it overnight first, and then just coat the eggs with mud and coat the eggs with the husk after that, and preserve it for 3 months. So, like many people find it scary to eat to consume a black food, but how about country egg? Is it safe to be eaten? And how is the health effect of country eggs to our body? First, actually, the black structure, the texture of the egg century is a result of Maillard reaction, which is accelerated in a highly alkaline environment, and also the gelatination from the that is found in the center egg is a result of chemical reaction of soda ash, quicklime, water with with stearate and becoming sodium hydroxide. Century eggs contains lots of nutrition, good nutrition. First of all, it holds 118 calories, 7.54 proteins, and also 9.08 gram fat. It also contains lots of vitamins such as vitamin A, D, K, and B12, which are good for our health. First, and also it's high of selenium, high of iron, and other minerals. And here I'd like to talk more about selenium, iron, vitamin C, and also vitamin D in century eggs, which are, first of all, selenium. It plays critical role in reproduction, thyroid hormone syndrome, DNA synthesis, and iron. It treats anemia, boosts hemoglobin, reduce fatigue, boost immunity, improve concentration, and also restore sleep. Vitamin C of center X is produced prothrombin, and it's good for blood clotting and also bone metabolism. And also vitamin D, it's good in maintaining strong bonds, prevent osteoporosis, hypertension, cancer, several autoimmune diseases, and more importantly is it promotes an overall increase in the strength of the immune system, which are good during this pandemic for us. So, and oh yeah, and also Center X has a high monounsaturated fatty acid, which is good for our heart by improving the blood cholesterol level. So, consuming Center X is very safe. It's actually good for our health because it provides lots of good nutrition. And the Center X that we can find here in China, it's actually both in cold dishes and also the fresh one. I mean, like the main dishes. For example, for cold dishes, they usually just put the Center X with soy sauce and vinegar, and also tofu like this. And for the main dishes, they usually put Center X in porridge. Now let's move to the next one, braised food product. This product is actually covers lots of food material such as poultry, livestock meat, and edible viscera, some aquatic products, and also vegetables. It started in pre-Qin dynasty period. It's like it's more than thousands of history of this food, and also and nowadays it's actually not calculate. It's actually a part of ready-to-eat product. It's not a snack, but it's a main dish also that is served cold, like it's a ready one. And braised food products are mainly processed with lots of spices. This it the use of the spices is like different for every region in China, but most of them, the braised food products will be rich of taste and have a pleasant aroma, which can increase our appetite. And it also contains lots of good nutrition. The main cooking method of this product is the combination of marinating and braising using a low to high heat simmering. And the marinating time will take time around 3 or 4 hours. And also the brine that they make is actually uh, a product that is used time to time. The main ingredients is mostly are salt, soy sauce, wine vinegar, and a variety of spices. And this product can be divided into two: the one with sugar added and the one without sugar. As my own personal experience in the food factory of this product, the production of this product can be usually started in the morning at 8 at a.m. At it will be ready on the shop. I mean, like for the producer. I mean, like can be ready everywhere in our life at the next day in the morning. The simmering time will be different for every food material that is used. For example, whole duck leg, the cavity will take around 30 minutes. Duck claws, duck head, duck wings, clavicles, quail, half-shaded duck, 25 minutes. Lotus roots only take 12 minutes. Braised duck intestines will take like 10 minutes, 8 minutes. Chicken wings take 5 to 8 minutes. Duck tongue, duck liver, duck heart will take 8 minutes. And also crayfish for 15 minutes, crab for 15 and 20 minutes.
1
So
minute
this,
left.
okay, this is the product of of the breast food products. They're widely ranged from eggs until meat, poultry, and also vegetables. And for now, these products are available not only in traditional shops, it's also available in restaurants for noodles and rice, and also cold chain and also snacks, which can be available also in online. So that's all for our presentation. Thank you for your attention.
Okay, thank you, Yolandani, for your presentation. We do apologize that Pak Asep was set off by the Zoom. So I will handle the rest of the discussion. Okay, next, the third one from Samratulangi University. Is there any representative? Is there somebody who will present their report? Already there from the third groups from Samratulangi University. Okay, we will wait for 1 to 2 minutes, yeah, for Samratulangi University. While waiting, you can start to think about the question, yeah, that you can deliver to which group. So say, please say your name and from you, where university, from university are you, and then we can try to collect maximum for 2 questions, yeah, for 1 session. From Samratulangi University, is there any representative who will deliver the presentation? Okay, 2 minutes is over, and then let's move to discussion. We please Pak Arman or Pak Jimas help me to looking around to your Zoom screen, so we can know somebody who will ask to the presenter of the or to the group, yeah. Okay. First question, from whom and for who? Okay, Pak Asep is already joined. Pak Asep from Samratulangi University, not yet ready, I think. So I will open the discussion session. Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay. Let's continue, Pak Adit. Yeah.
Okay, please raise your hand, and then me, Pak Asep, and our committee will see somebody who raised their hand to us. Okay, because all the presentation is very good. The second one is a very tempting, make us hungry again, Yolandani. It's a very tempting, yeah, for the product. So we have to have a second lunch, I think, after looking your presentation, yeah, with the traditional food from China. Okay, from Umi Latifa. Okay, committee, please unmute for Umi Latifa. Okay, sip. Thank you. Please, Umi Latifa. Are you there, Umi Latifa? Umi. Umi Latifa. Hello. Are you there? Okay, while waiting for Umi Latifa, is there anybody want to ask to our two presenter, yeah? Please. Okay. Umi? I think Umi is not. Umi, are you there, Umi? Hello? Or you can write down the question on the chat room, Umi, if there is some trouble on your audio. Okay. Anybody want to ask? I will waiting for 1 or 2 minutes. Please, you can ask to Darmawan Laksono and his team regarding a co-cup operation. I think some of you already passed for your lecture about ruminansia besar, ya. So you can ask to Sony and his team. And the second presentation is from Yolandani regarding century egg or traditional food from China. Please. I should have to see the every screen. Okay, Freeman, please. You can ask directly to one of the group or both of the group. Please, Freeman.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please, Freeman.
Well, I'm asking for the Yolandi from China.
Yes.
For the presentation, there is such kind of food pidan. Is it similar with the salted egg that Indonesian had?
Okay. Yolandani, are you there? Can you hear clearly the voice of Freeman asking about, is it similar between pindan and salt from China and then salted egg from Indonesia? That's it, Freeman? Or there's another question? Oh,
yes, sir. Is it
okay.
similar?
Yeah. Yolandani, are you there? Yolandani, can you hear the voice? Can you hear me? No, Yolandani. We cannot hear you. Wait, yeah, while waiting for the answer from Yolandani, perhaps somebody try to ask another question. Yolandani, we still cannot hear your voice. Some trouble? Or perhaps the team or the member of the group from Yolandani can give an answer to this question, please. Okay, you can try. You can type the answer on the chat room. Okay, there is another question, please.
Hello, sir.
Okay, Kurnia, you want to ask?
Yeah, so
Okay, well, please keep your question because I think Yolani is already finished for the typing the answer. Okay, pardon, wait for a moment. Priman, okay, let's read. Even though you can see your screen, yeah, but while the processing might be the same, but the ingredients used in the processing are different that affect the structure and the taste. So I will say it's totally different, Priman. Pindan and the salted egg from Indonesia. You want to give some feedback, Freeman, before we continue to another question? You can give a feedback to Yolandani. Is it enough or not yet enough? Still unmute the video. Please turn. Yes, Yolandani, we still cannot hear your voice. But I hope there is nothing trouble with your audio. Yeah, Freeman. Enough. Okay, clear. Good.
Yes, sir. That's enough. Yeah,
Yes.
that's all. Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, next to the to another question, Kurnia. Please unmute your audio.
Actually, I'm the teammate for Yolandani.
Okay, please,
So
please.
okay. So same with according to the Kak Yoland answer that for the ingredients it's totally different, but they still have the same different like the salt, and the differences about the salted egg in Indonesia and the pidan egg is the concentration of the salt. For pidan egg, the content of the salt it's not too much as salted egg ingredients. And another thing that in salted egg in Indonesia, they didn't use like quick lime. They didn't use soda ash, something like that. So it's totally different. The answer is same with Yolanda Nisa actually. I want to try to
Yeah. So it
yeah.
means that salted egg in Indonesia is it's a very salty, yeah, compared to
Yes.
the pindan. Pindan's more
Yes.
spicy, yeah. Can you tell us perhaps a little bit the most what we call the herbs or the spicy components that are very dominant on pindan? Is there any
So the taste of the pidan itself, it's not too much spicy. Like if in Indonesian food, if they put a lot of herbs, they will affect the taste. Like it's too spicy.
yeah?
The strong taste. But in pidan, it's not affect that much about the
Mm-hmm.
taste, because the taste of the pidan itself is like creamy,
Mm-hmm.
chewy, and a little bit tangy. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So the we still don't know the function of they using the herbs itself for the exactly what are they want to what the function of the herbs itself.
Yeah.
But for a long time they use the herbs to improve the color too. They improve the maybe the creaminess or something like that.
Okay, thank you,
It's not too
Kurnia.
much affected. Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you, Kurnia. Also, Yolanda give or add some information about this. Thank you, Yolanda, and also Kurnia for the answer. Freeman also said that it's enough for the it's already satisfied with the answer. Okay, last one question in this first session. Anybody want to ask before we move to second session? Okay, let's see. Is there somebody who write the question on the chat, or somebody perhaps raise their hand? So we will see on another screen. Yeah. Okay, we still have 4 to 5 minutes. So it's been still one question that we deliver to the presenter. Okay, yeah. Okay, I saw a heavy pace of the participant, but bit exhausted, or perhaps the stomach is too full after lunch, yeah. So some participant quite silence, but we still see happy face of all the participants, yeah, because this is the last day, I think, yeah, for our event. Okay, another question, last one question actually. Okay, if there is no question anymore, so we can pass it. We can go to the next session. Is Pasep still there?
Yeah, Pak Edit, I think for the first session is finished.
Okay.
So it's very nice, but I try to encourage the participant to active, because this is very good chance, yeah, to interactive between presenter and also your chance, yeah, as a student and participant to communicate each other. Try to little bit active, yeah, because this is good, very good opportunity, yeah. Okay, please, Pak Adit, continue.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you very much, Pak Asep. Yeah, that's what Pak Asep said. Very heavy pace, but probably because your stomach too full, yeah. During your lunch, so little bit sleepy or something. Okay, please give big applause. You can use your reaction or something for Darmawan Laksono team and also Yolandani team. Thank you very much, Sony and also Yolandani, for your nice presentation. Okay, thank you very much. And then we are going to the next session. Please welcome. For the first group is from Malaysia. From Malaysia is ready for the presentation and also for the presenters. Somebody from Malaysia, and the second one is from Undip and UGM, and from Brawijaya UMN and UNER will be presented by Muhammad Rido Wirawan. Are you there, Muhammad Rido Wirawan? You can unmute the audio while waiting for the presentation from Malaysia and also from Undip and UGM. Rido, are you there, Rido?
Hello. Yes, I am.
Okay. Wait for a moment. Just prepare for your presentation while we are waiting for the another group, yeah, from Malaysia and also from Undip. Make sure that maximum is 10 minutes, yeah, for your presentation. And what Pak Asep said, that this is a good chance for us, yeah, to communicate and then to talk or to train your to mastering your English. Also, I think it's a very good chance, yeah, because sometimes it's not common, yeah, or it's not common for all of you to speak English in daily basis, yeah. So this is a very good opportunity, I think, as Pasep said, that we can all of you can exercise or can train your English language skill, I think, yeah. Even though we do believe that you all of you is already have very good in English, yeah. This is a good time, I think, to communicate or to train your English, yeah. Okay, from Malaysia and from UNIP and UGM. Either from Malaysia and UNIP. are you ready for the presentation and also the presenter? Okay, yeah, we are will waiting, yeah. Pak Asep, could you help me for at least for 1 or 2 to 3 minutes? I have to do something. Pak Asep, while waiting for the group from Malaysia, from Undip and UGM, yeah. Can you take over for a while, Pak Asep? Pak Asep? Pak Asep or Pak Arman?
Hello?
Okay, I need 2 to 3 minutes. I
Yes.
will leave for a moment, yeah. Please take over for a while waiting for the group from Malaysia and from Undip and UGM. Okay, 2 minutes.
Okay. So, okay, so okay. Can you hear me my voice, Mas Dimas? Okay. So, who represent from Malaysia? So it is not my expectation is like that. Yeah. I guess you already prepared, and then who is representative from each group is already, yeah. So it is not in our expectation to mention one by one like this, yeah. Okay, so I call again, yeah, for one time, who representative from Malaysia, yeah, try to raise hand and also write in the chat, yeah, because the time is running, so we have to give the time also to other group, yeah, who already prepared, yeah. Okay, who represent from Malaysia, and then the second from Undip and UGM, this one group, and then the third one is from University Muhammadiyah Malang, ya Pak Edit.
Yes.
Also from University Brawijaya. So that already mentioned before is Muhammad Ridho already there. So any represent from Malaysia?
Okay, if from Malaysia and from Undip's is not yet ready, I think we still have to give a chance to Ridho Wirawan to deliver the Muhammad Ridho Wirawan will be represented from Brawijaya, Muhammadiyah Malang, and also University of Airlangga.
Yeah.
Okay.
So maybe I try to pay attention. This group discussion is one of criteria that you can have a grade, yeah, or certificate during the summer course. Yeah, if maybe from the group they have assignment from the group, yeah, because this is as a lecture, yeah. So I try to emphasize again, yeah, this is summer course is as credit earning, yeah, that we already explained, yeah, how many lecture that you have to fulfill, and then how many assignment, yeah, hour that you have to do, yeah, and then also for the final or individual assignment, yeah. Okay, So try to make a solid group, yeah, and make a presentation. Okay, so I give the time to Pak Edit. Pak Edit, please.
Okay, Muhammad Ridho Wirawan, are you ready for the presentation? The committee, can Ridho be a co-host, please? Muhammad Ridho or Ridho? Ifandi, okay, raise hand. Okay, while waiting for Ridho, Ifandi is raise hand. Sorry, Karido is still have problem, sir. So is there any member of Rido team that can represent or can be representative? Okay, from Malaysia is already Soleha Rozaina. Okay, so we have two group, yeah, that will deliver the topic. Soleha Rozaina, while waiting for Rido, or perhaps another a group member of Rido team. Can represent Rido for the presentation. Okay, while waiting for Rido, Soleha, are you ready for the presentation? Hello, Soleha. But I cannot open the camera because my camera has problem. Okay. Both of the group is ready, but okay, from Soleha Rozaina. Thanks God. Okay. Yep. Can you move to the first slide? Soleh, oh, this is the first slide, yeah? Soleha, can you turn on the audio so we can hear your voice? Try to say something to us before you start. Soleha, can you hear me? Okay, Muhammad Ridho, we will give you a chance after this, yeah, after Soleha, because I think Soleh is already with the presentation. But we still cannot hear your voice, Soleha. Soleha. Hello, Soleha. Soleha, we still cannot hear your voice, actually. Soleha? Hello? Okay. Let's see. Hello? Soleha? Okay. Now, both of the voice and the presentation were lost from our Zoom. Okay, Soleha, while waiting for you to fix the problem with your audio, we will switch to Rido, yeah, for the first presentation. Rido, can you say something to us so we can hear your
Okay,
the voice
okay.
clearly? And also,
Hello?
yes,
Can
and
you hear
also,
me?
yes, clearly, and you can show your presentation.
Okay.
Try to share screen first.
Wait a minute. Can you see my screen share?
Okay, yes, but okay, yeah. This is your first slide, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Muhammad Ridho from Brawijaya University, University Muhammadiyah Malang, and Air Langga. Times is your 10 minutes from now, please.
Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.
My name is Muhammad Ridho. I'm going as a representative from my group. I'm going to explain the process about tanning letter. Wait a minute. Can you see it clearly? Okay, so located over the equator, livestock roles for the well-being of rural household. The first is food supply. The second is source of income. Third, asset saving. Fourth, source of employment. The fifth is soil fertility. The sixth is livelihoods. Seven, transport. Eight, agricultural production. The ninth, agricultural diversification. And 10, sustainable agriculture. Tanning leather. Tanning is the process of
Everybody, can you hear the voice of Ridho or some trouble with my device? Okay, pardon, because the voice not so very clearly.
hides from of animals to produce. Hello, can you hear me? Okay, so I will continue the presentation. The terms of curing. Oh,
Sorry, pardon.
wait.
Ridho, can you
Wait.
share?
Okay, I'm sorry.
Okay, clear, good.
Okay, can you see it? Hello.
Clear.
Okay. I'm sorry, I have unstable network. Okay, so I'm going to start from before. The principles of curing. It's reducing fresh skin moisture content until 65% to such an extent so that the water content of the skin is less than the minimum limit of water content required for the life and reproduction of rot bacteria. The terms of curing is easy to do, cheap in cost. The preservative does not cause chemical reactions with skin substance, collagen, and reversible. The aim of curing is prevent the process of decomposition or damage the animal skin for the collection and storage. Next, this is the pre-mouse operation, a tannery section where hides are prepared for tanning. The first one is soaking. Soaking, hides are soaked in clean water to remove salt left over from curing and increase the moisture so that the hide or skin can be fertilizated. The second is slimming. After soaking, the hides are treated with milk of lime, a basic agent, typically supplemented by sharpening agents, such as sodium sulfite, cyanides, amines, to remove the hair and other keratinous matter. The third is unhairing and scudding. Unhairing agents used are sodium sulfate, sodium hydrosulfate, calcium hydrosulfate, dimethylamine, and sodium sulfhydrate. The majority of hair is then removed mechanically. The fourth is liming and patting. Liming is when the pH of the collagen is brought down to a lower level so the enzymes may act on it. And patting is treat heights with enzymes to soften them. The fifth is pickling. Pickling bring down the pH of collagen to a very low level so as to facilitate the penetration of mineral tanning agent into the substance. Okay, this is methods of tanning process, that is chrome tanning, vegetable tanning, alternative chemicals, and natural tanning. According to Leach, skin and hides for later tanning are very perishable. It could be damaged by parasitic disease or human error. These factors are the reason large numbers of skin and hides were discarded, causing major economic loss. Defects are generally classified as pre-slaughter, slaughter, and post-slaughter defects. In Indonesia, the cows are surrounded with flies, which reduce the quality of the skin. In the end, it's causing high prices. Okay, so this is the defect from pre-slaughter. Pre-slaughter defects are disease that the cow suffers from when it is still alive. Pre-slaughter aspects involves good husbandry. The first is nutrition. Poor nutrition resulting in febrile litter. The second is control, mechanical control, chemical damage, purulent, tumorous cystic, housing and fences, management problem. In 2012, the Indonesian government restricted the import of. Okay, next. FMD causes lesions in feet and teeth. These pathological wounds downgraded the quality of the skin, and it made consumers feel unsafe because they feel that the foot and the mouth disease could transmit to themselves. But in reality, FMD virus are very sensitive to pH, and their ideal pH survival is between 7.2 until 7.5. 7.6. So there is only a small survival rate of the virus in the process of skin tanning. This is the news about letter issue in Indonesia.
Mhm. Hello, Rido. We lost your voice
The cow
again.
slaughtering process. Many. Oh.
I think we have a trouble, some problem with your audio. Hello, Rido.
Hello.
Okay, good, clear. You can explain again for this slide because it's some trouble before.
Okay, I'm sorry about that.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, the slaughter defects. These defects happen during the cow slaughtering process, mainly due to human error. The first is flake cuts, and the second is paint marks. Okay, so this is the third one is post-slaughter effects. Post-slaughter defects happen during curing, storage, and transportation. This is usually by a human error too. Okay, so now is one of the compound of the leather industry. They already started the leather industry since 1830. Okay, so this is Sao Street. Sao Street is one of the producer of
Yeah, problem again with the connection.
in Magetan.
Rido,
Hello?
could you explain for this slide? Rido, can you go to preview slide?
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, but you can you go back to the preview slide? A slide before? Because during your explanation, the voice was lost. So perhaps you can explain again for the preview slide, the slide before, one slide before this one.
Okay.
Okay, yes.
Okay.
This okay. Next one, the next
Okay.
slide, next slide. This is you can explain the Sawa Street.
Okay. South Street is one of the producer of leather in Magetan. They already started producing leather handicraft since 1960. In 2013, they already have 20. This is the example of leather products from Magetan. They produce shoes, jacket, and bag, and sandals. Craftsmen in Magetan currently. They also sell their products in online marketplace. But now hundreds of craftsmen in Magetan has stopped production due to lack of their skill to handle the waste. They are stopping the production to avoid penalty about regulations to not bring the waste from IPAL. Because of this, 110 of APKI members are laying off their employee. This is an example, craftsman from Sidoarjo making a bag from skin, from leather. This is the pros and cons in leather tanning. Pro, tanning is part of zero waste. The con, in some areas, the process of slaughtering animals for tanning is
The voice is not so very clearly, Rido. So you can repeat the explanation for this slide. Rido?
Okay, so
Rido,
hello.
can you explain after this slide? After this slide. Next.
Okay, wait a minute.
Next slide. Next slide.
This one?
No, next.
Okay.
Next.
That's all of it.
No.
Before the pros and cons.
Yes. Because
Oh,
the voice was lost. Okay,
I'm sorry.
Yes.
The pros and cons in leather tanning. The pros is
Hello, Rido.
I'm sorry,
of zero waste. And for the cons, in some area.
Okay. Michael, you want to say something about this? You are the group member of.
Yes, I'm sorry for the Carido connection.
Okay.
So I will
Good. Please, you can explain for the
I
last
will
slide.
explain the last slide. It's about the pro and cons of leather tanning. The pro is tanning is a part of zero waste because besides of selling the meat, we also use the skins to as a fashion industry.
Yep.
And I've heard that the skin can be used for food too. I don't know. I never tried. And about the contra is in some areas, the process of slaughtering animal is is not under the animal welfare, which is inappropriate. So if we can see in the in YouTube video, it is, wait a minute, I find the channel. Yeah, it's from, you can find in YouTube video the, wait. So it is what, yeah, the person who slaughtered the animal is menginjak and using pistol, which is not appropriate to animal welfare. And that is the last slide of our presentations. Thank you. Any questions?
Okay, Mike, Rido, and Michael, thank you for the nice presentation. Again, even though we have some internet connection problem, at least we still can capture the whole information by Rido's teams. Again, thank you, Michael, for explain in the last slide. Before hold your question, dear participant, we'll move to second presentation from Malaysia. From Malaysia, Soleha.
Hello.
Hello. Finally, we can hear your voice, Soleha.
Okay, thank you.
Can you start your the presentation? Share the screen. Okay, good. Ready for the presentation? Try to move next slide, and then we can start. To make sure that there is no problem during the transition of your slide. Okay, try to go to the next slide. Okay, go back to the first one. Are you ready, Soleha?
Yes.
And the team.
Yes.
So again, before we start, if there is some problem with audio of Soleha, another participant that belong to Soleha Rozainal group can continue the presentation as Michael did previously, yeah? Okay, Soleha and the team, times is yours, 10 minutes from now, please.
Okay, thank you. I am Soleha from University Malaysia Kelantan. I'm represent for Malaysia. Okay, I will present about animal production in Malaysia, which the current situation in 2020. The Malaysian livestock industry is an important and integral component of the agricultural sector, providing gainful employment and producing useful animal protein for food, animal protein food for the population. Export value for this industry was in 2013, of which 76% were contributed by poultry meat. Classified into the non-ruminant and the ruminant subsectors, it has shown a steady growth over the years, attributed mainly to the active participation of the private sector, particularly in the subsectors of poultry, eggs and pork. The non-ruminant industry, which is poultry, egg industries, have already achieved self-sufficient level SSL since 1980s in Malaysia, but not for the ruminant production. In general, the ruminant industry is still not enough in meet local demand following the increase in population and consumption. Ruminant production in Malaysia, between 94 to 100% of the total world population of buffaloes, camels, goats, 67% of the cattle, and 53% sheep found in the developing country. Factors affecting ruminant production, there are three factors. One is biological attributes, two is feeding behavior, and the third one is feed resources. For biological attributes, water buffaloes in the humid tropics are particularly well adapted to take advantage of the high rainfall and high humidity. Zebu cattle, which is Bos indicus, origin in Bangladesh, fed with untreated rice straw and have greater rumen and total gut contents that European cattle, Bos taurus, those able to utilize coarse roughage. Feeding behavior was water buffaloes have an ability to utilize low quality forage more, a higher rate of recycling mechanism of urea from the blood increase the rate of survival. For feed resources, imbalance between the total ruminant livestock unit and available permanent pastures, forest and woodland will result in feed shortage to meet the requirements of ruminants. Ruminant production system in Malaysia, we have three systems. One is the extensive system, two system combining arable cropping, which is roadside, communal and arable grazing systems, filtering, cut and carry feeding system. Number three, system integrated with tree cropping. Feature of extensive system. 1. Legium introduction, establishment and management. 2. Fencing and control of stock rates. 3. Enhanced genetic potential of animals. Number 4. Market development, including better health control. Feature of systems combining arable cropping. Number 1. Importance of drought animals for crop cultivation and farm transport in small holdings. Feasibility of producing forage on a crop rotation basis, development of viable feeding systems based on large amounts of lignocellulosic materials, and last one is feasibility of producing multi-purpose animals for milk, meat, and draught. Systems integrated with tree cropping, the benefits are increased fertility of the land via the return of dung and urine. Number 2, control of waste, herbage growth and reduced use of herbicides. Therefore, easier management of the crop. Number 3, distinct possibilities of increases in crop yields consistent with greater economic, including sale of animals and their products. The factors influence the future of system integrated with tree cropping are dry matter yields under various tree crops, optimum stocking densities, and feeding behavior of or large and small ruminants under the tree crop. And the last one is supplementary feeding. The disease which we had in Malaysia back then in 1998, Nipah virus outbreak recorded in Malaysia. Now there are no cases reported. For pre-weaning stage, pre-weaning diarrhea. Another common disease was classical swine fever, CSF, also known as hog cholera, acute disease, highly contagious amongst weaners, rapid spread, fever, high morbidity and mortality. Reduced in Malaysia due to vaccination program. Farmer control CSF by fed with formulated ration. Grower finisher state, porcine respiratory disease complex, PRDC. The symptoms, coughing, sneezing with nasal discharge and weight reduction. Following stage, mastitis, metritis, agalactia, MMA. Typical clinical sign in sore, which is depression, inappetence, restlessness, and constipation. Poultry production in Malaysia. Poultry industry makes up a large portion in Malaysia's agricultural system. Poultry meat self-sufficiency ratio is 128% since 1970s. For chicken egg, self-sufficiency ratio is 115% since 1980s. For weekly output, broiler is 770 million in 2018, eggs 12.5 billion in 2018, layer pullet DOC or day-old chick 38 million in 2014, and duck meat 20 million in 2017. For primary protein source for majority of Malaysian population, 35.3 kg consumption per capita in 2011 for poultry. Strategies to sustain broiler production, we use modern technology, good husbandry practice, using microorganisms as natural control agents. Main broiler breeds is 96.6% population, which is cock and roast. Main layer breeds is 89% of total parent stock, which is low man brown and high sex brown. Egg export in 2017, we export egg to Hong Kong, which is 1.84 million eggs, to Timor-Leste 3.81 million, Macau 9.10 million, 9.10 million, Maldives 18.27 million, and Brunei 0.26 million. For duck breeds, we export Peking, Muscovy, Cherry Valley, and duck meat export to Singapore around 7.25 million in 2016. For contract broiler farmers, CBF, dominated broiler production, a system used to increase poultry production in Malaysia. A price per bird per conversion ratio, average body weight, average marketing age, mortality rate, and housing system influence the CBC performance, which is 5%. This is the top poultry companies in Malaysia. We have Hoxton Poultry Farms in Berhad. We have Ayam Dinding. We have Bismi. We have Ayam A1 and QL Resources Berhad. Pork production in Malaysia. Statistic of pork consuming population increase. 28 million population in Malaysia consume pork. Support from government, financial problem to start business, and disaster relief from Department of Veterinary Service, which is DVF, always monitor to produce high quality of pig and avoid outbreak pig disease. Breeding. Common breed is Duroc, Landrace, and large white. Number 2 and 3-way crosses, selection breeding, incorporate few meat traits. Number 3, main mode of breeding is artificial insemination. The threat we face in Malaysia is, number 1 is low level of farm security, which is thief and the pig escape from the farm. Disaster, many pig will die, flood. Poor farm management, which is low soil population and disease spreading among pigs. The current management is we use modern pig farming, MPH. We kept in closed house system, concept of zero discharge introduced, which always water is contained within the farm and no discharge of effluents from the farm into the public waterways. Number 2, all pig farm must have license for operation, which is livestock farm accreditation, SALT or SALT. Give certificate to those have good animal husbandry practice and follow standard operation procedure, which is SOP. Provide good animal welfare, high population of sow and animal not stressed. Use herd management software as record keeping, for example, PigChamp. For conclusion, the animal production in Malaysia is growth every year, but the ruminant industry should make excellent insight to make sure this industry could also reach the self-sufficient level as well as too. Thank you.
Okay, could you stop your screen first, Soleha? Okay, thank you very much for Rido, Michael, and also Soleha for the nice and interesting presentation. Now we are going to the discussion. Please, we will open 2 questions for this session. Somebody want to ask? Please raise your hand or directly you unmute the video and ask directly to the presenter. It's very nice, yeah? We have 2 different topics. The first one is about leather tanning industry. And the second one is about the agriculture or beef or livestock industry, yeah, in Malaysia. So more or less we can have an briefly or some overview of the livestock production in Malaysia that presented by Soleha. It's great, Soleha. Thank you. Okay, please. 2 questions for this session. Pasep perhaps can help me also to find somebody who raised their hand, or perhaps Pa Arman or committee that stand by in front of their laptop can help me to find the our participant. Okay.
Okay, maybe somebody can help from other committee to see who raise hand or maybe.
Okay, Yuni. Okay, I have a chat from Yuni Chaya is our committee. Pardon, sorry. Sorry, Bu Yuni. I thought somebody want to ask the question with the name Yuni Chaya, but I think Yuni Chaya Indrawati is our committee in this event. Okay, somebody? Or probably Pasep. Okay, Farida Cynthia. Please, Farida, time is yours. Good.
Okay, thank you, sir. I want to ask for Rido, Michael, and Tim about beam house. So, how to deal with liquid waste generated from the beam house industry? Dissolve the liquid waste.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Farida. How about the liquid waste management in the beam house?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Farida. Perhaps Michael, Rido, or another team in the group can answer this question while waiting for another question, I think. Okay, Rido, Michael, based on your reference or reference that you got, or also your experience about the liquid waste management. Is it throw it away to the river directly, or there is some treatment before it is thrown to the river streams or any else? Okay, wait a minute, Michael. Okay, Michael. Great. Rido, are you there? Can give short answer first before Michael still make an answer about this. Mm-hmm. Okay. Michael, ready for the answer? Rido or anyone in your team? Okay, still discussion. Okay. please do not spend too much for the discussion, yeah, Michael.
How sir?
Pardon?
I want to answer for the question.
Okay,
Maybe
with Carlina?
Yes,
Okay.
I'm Carlina.
Can you open also the video, Carlina? Or if there
I'm sorry,
yes,
sir, I
that's
cannot
okay.
open
At least we
the-
can hear your voice clearly. Please, Carlina.
Yeah. Liquid for the liquid waste, yes. Liquid waste itu generally from vegetable tank.
Hello. Suddenly the audio was broken. Was trouble. Okay, we are getting lost with Carlina. Rido, Michael, at least you can give at least short answer about this question. Yes. Oke, sebentar. Answer this. Is it directly thrown away to the river stream, or there is some treatment done by the craftsman or by the leather industry at that area? Because I think in the slide, the presenter mentioned, or we can see the slide that that's become a problem for the waste management. That's why the industry is getting lower in number, yeah, dealing with the waste. That's not all the industry or the craftsmen have waste management, or we call in Indonesia is IPAL, instalasi pengolahan air limbah, ya. Yep, please. Or you can write down on the chat, Michael, if there is something trouble with the audio. Perhaps you can write down the answer on the chat for the short answer, at least, so Farida or all of us can know the answer about this question. Okay.
Well, maybe.
Yep. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah. There's there's always ocnum which violates the rules. So maybe there's the owner who throw it away just into the river. But um, there's a proper way, which is made a disposal and use a cleaner productions, because the water from the waste is polluted.
Okay, that's the answer. Yeah. So there is some let's say some small industry thrown away the liquid waste to the river, but some of the industry, let's say industry with the big one, they already have waste management, or there's some treatment before they throw the waste to the river or to other area. Perhaps that's the answer, Farida. Okay, thank you very much, dear participants.
Thank you, Michael.
The time is up. We are going to the end of this session. Thank you again for the presentation from all the groups that has presented their work. And we do hope actually in the second session at 3:30, the discussion will be more active, and of course, they will not have any trouble with the audio or even for the or with the video. Yeah. So again, thank you very much. While we, before we are go to the second session, there will be a virtual excursion for the short video. We are going flight virtually to Bali Island. Yeah, and we will go. We will back at 3:30. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Michael.
Kak Fatoni has another answer for it. He
Okay.
is from UMM.
Okay, please 1 or 2 minutes. We can hear the answer from Ahmad. Thank you, Ahmad Fatoni, for adding the
I'm
answer.
very sorry, before I answer the question, I can't show the video because I read the answer.
Okay. Is it very how the duration? It's only 1 or 2 minutes. It's okay.
Maybe 1 minute.
Okay, please. If 1
Okay,
minute.
there is a treatment for dealing with livestock wastewater. For the first, provide good feed during growth period with balanced nutrition. So the second ensure planting water hyacinth or eceng gondok.
Yeah.
Because eceng gondok has good fiber power properties, so that the water does not pollute the environment and can be integrated. So that is the answer from me, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Ahmad, for adding.
Thank you very much, Ahmad.
Okay, thank you for also Farida. Okay, Pak Asep, I think we are finished now, so we are going back at 3:30, and then please enjoy the video. Pak Arman and the team, please you show the video. See you again at 3:30.
A mesmerizing getaway. A holy sanctuary. A captivating culture. Sublimely sacred. Yet also excitingly profane. The ultimate paradise. A luxurious escapade. Here you have some of the hippest spots on the planet. Release your inhibitions for an adventure of a lifetime. Whether you fancy the beach or golf, just love food served exotically. Or adrenaline rushes. Enjoy oases of tranquility. Where pampering is art perfected. Mysteriously festive. Tourism with its own history. Branded hospitality. The ultimate travel destination and more. Bali. Wonderful.
Indonesia.
Hello, everyone. Hello. Okay. I do hope all of you is already to start for the second session for today. And as we usually do that, I just remind you to turn on your video at least, yeah. And then maybe in this session of the discussion, you can turn on your microphone to maybe to ask or to answer some question. So please, yeah, to turn on your video, please, before we start for the second session for today. Okay. Hello, anybody? Okay, yeah, I think we should start, yeah. Let me share just to remind you about our schedule for this last session, I think, yeah. I hope you see my screen now. This is for the second session, yeah. We have some presenter and also a discussion. And yeah, just to remind you that every group only have 10 minutes for the presentation, and then we will have a discussion also maximum for 10 minutes. And then for the second turn, we will start at 4:10, and then yeah, as before, yeah, we will have a discussion as well for 10 minutes. And then after we finish for this second session for the presentation, we will have a post test, yeah, because I think you already have also pre-test, yeah, before we start our summer school, our summer course in this session. And then at 5 p.m. we will have let's say official closing from our head of department. So I will invite for group 7 day 3 IBB University. Are you ready for presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I will stop my share screen, and then you can start your share screen, and you will have maximum 10 minutes, yeah, for presentation, please.
Okay. Okay, can you guys see my screen sharing?
Yeah, please to make it wider. I mean to press the slideshow maybe. Yeah.
Okay, maybe I will try it. Okay, is it clear?
Yeah, but there is some disturbance, but I think it's okay. Just start your presentation.
Okay, can I start to presentation now?
Yeah.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, sir and ma'am. Thank you for this opportunity. Let me introduce myself. I'm Tufan Naval from D3 Group as the representative from Group D3 IPB University. And now I'm going to deliver about the topic, which is animal product processing, especially yogurt. Okay, so I think you guys in this room already know about yogurt, right? I'm sure that because Prof. Irma already presentation about it. Okay, so I will explain a little about yogurt. Yogurt is a milk product obtained by the fermentation of milk, specific microorganism, which shall be viable, active, and abundant in the product. So why we choose the yogurt as our topic? Because we think that yogurt is a cool product in animal product processing. Why? Because maybe some of you have heard about the lactose intolerance. Yeah, The lactose intolerance is the abnormalities when the people that have lactose intolerance can consume the dairy product because they don't have enough lactase enzyme to digest the lactose in that milk. Lactose is the carbohydrate that contained in the milk. But when yogurt, it has a different story because what yogurt has a fermentation process, so the lactose in the yogurt is already turned into the organic compounds that more simple. So the the people that has lactose intolerance can still consume the yogurt. This is one of the dairy product that they can consume. Okay, let's next. Yogurt is considered as the nutrition dense food due to its nutrient profile and is a rich source of calcium that provides significant amount of calcium in bioavailable form. So there are two kind of yogurt. The one is normal yogurt that using normal culture as their culture for the fermentation process. Normally it is using Lactobacillus bulgaricus and also Streptococcus thermophilus, but there are one kind of another product of yogurt. It is probiotic yogurt that has more efficient and good benefits than the normal yogurt. What is the difference between the normal yogurt and the probiotic yogurt? The probiotic yogurt can have a more good nutrient and also have a probiotics. A probiotic should be resistant to the bile and the acids from our stomach, but the normal yogurt, especially like Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus, can resist the bile or the acid from our stomach, but it still can give benefits from the lactate that produced by the Lactobacillus bulgaricus and also Streptococcus thermophilus. But in the probiotic yogurts, the microbes can live in our small intestine and produce the more efficient lactate and can balance the microbes condition in our gut. So it is very, very good to consume the probiotic yogurt like maybe Lactobacillus plantarum, Lactobacillus acidophilus, and like that. Okay, so I will explain the health benefits of yogurt. The first one is contain essential nutrients such as protein, vitamins, and minerals necessary for growth. As we know that dairy products like milk is already have good nutrients, but when we come to the yogurt as the fermented product, it is more benefits for us from the nutrient aspect. And the second one is act as probiotic carrier for food that considered as easy food to incorporate probiotic. High probiotic viability, like I mentioned before, like Lactobacillus Lactobacillus acidophilus and Lactobacillus fermentum and like that. And also restore the body vigor and combat intestinal disorder through the therapeutic and beneficial associated with it. And also it is increase the activity of natural killer cell and reduce the risk of respiratory infection. Okay, maybe you can underline about the reduce the risk of respiratory infection. So I will tell about the yogurt production in Indonesia. Most of the production company in Indonesia keep their yogurt production steady even after COVID happened. As we know, we are in the pandemic situation, but for the yogurt production, it is still going. And most of farm training agency push their yogurt production for the reason of yogurt benefits at this condition, because you know, in this condition, most people like to buy the healthy food and the food that can boost their immune, because like we heard from the Dr. Dalin yesterday that prevention is better than cure. So I think virus can be cured by the medicine, but it is can be cured by our body immune. So the body immune is very recommend to fight the coronavirus. And why can we improve our body immune? One of them is by consuming the yogurt. Sadly, a lot of small business that sell dairy products have to stop because of pandemic and stop the production of dairy products such as yogurt. As we know, like in the pandemic, most of small business in Indonesia sell their yogurt in the tourism area or maybe in vacation area, but we know that nowadays is closed because of coronavirus, so they can sell their yogurt product. But for the online seller, it is still possible to increase their revenue. And also the dairy products such as yogurt could also increase the activity of natural killer cells that reduce the risk of respiratory infection, suggesting potential function protection against SARS-CoV-2 disease. So it is very recommended to consume yogurt constantly every day to boost your immune and fight against the SARS-CoV-2 disease. I mean, like wearing masks is a good for prevention, but why we don't boost our immune by consuming the yogurt? And yogurt also can fulfill our daily intake without the added fat or calories and contain more calcium per serving. Perfect.
Sorry, Tufel, you have 2 minutes left. Okay.
Okay. I mean, this is our conclusion. Yeah, for, that we know yogurt is very cool. Yogurt is very delicious and also have many benefits to the people that consume it. Then our conclusion is yogurt production in Indonesia is sufficient enough. And consuming yogurt at the pandemic time like now is recommended because their products such as yogurt could also increase the activity of natural killer cells and reduce the risk of respiratory infection. So yeah, we suggest you guys to consume the yogurt, especially the probiotic one, to boost your immune and fight against the coronavirus. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you very much. Tufel, please to stop your share screen. And then,
okay,
yeah, I invite for the second presenter from Group 8, Australia. Are you ready? Hello? Group 8?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, please. I will stop my share screen and then you can start your presentation.
Okay. You see my screen or not?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Yes, good evening, everyone, or selamat sore semuanya. My name is Sam from Western Sydney University. And
Sam, sorry, Sam, can you make it in slideshow? I mean, you just, yeah, you just push the button, share slideshow something. Slideshow over there, animation and then slideshow and upper there.
I haven't done it before. But,
oh, no.
No?
Yeah, you can press F5.
F5? Okay, thank you.
F5. Oh, doesn't work?
It doesn't seem to be working.
It's not working, I think. I don't know.
What
maybe,
can you see? What can you see there?
Yeah, I think it's okay. You just start your presentation like this. Yeah, it's no problem.
Can you see the slides?
Yes, I see your slide, but not in a slideshow mode. But it's okay. Yeah, you can continue your presentation, Sam, please.
Okay, thank you. Yes, good evening, everyone. I'm Sam from Western Sydney University, and I might safely say from IPB as well, as I spent the first or the last semester of my degree, which was interrupted by COVID-19. But anyway, today's presentation is about livestock production in Australia. I'm afraid it's not complete, but I would have liked it to be more, to include more animals, but I wasn't able to for lack of time. Anyway, we're talking today about cattle and sheep production in Australia. First, cattle production accounts for the bulk of livestock production in Australia, as well as the majority of red meat exports, which is estimated to be 68% of local production. That is total beef production in Australia. Beef export, Australia is believed to produce 4% of world production and accounted for 16% of world trade as of 2019. Australia is in the top 3 beef exporters. The map that shows cattle production per state. As a state, we call as a province, we call it here state, and we have 6 states in Australia. As it shows, the majority of the production is in Queensland, which followed by New South Wales, and the rest as it can be seen on the map, the rest of the states. Yes, this graph shows the country that import from Australia, and the majority goes to Japan, seconded by USA and South Korea, while Indonesia, about 5%, 5.3% is exported to Indonesia, amongst other countries. Now, effect on global warming. Since livestock are estimated to contribute about 10% of Australia's total emission and 8 to 11% of global emissions, with additional farm emissions associated with the activities such as feed production. More than 2/3 of emissions are attributed to ruminant animals. The map also shows cattle production per state, which is already we spoke about this. I'm sorry. Yeah. Now we just move on to the sheep production. In 2016-17, Australia produced about over 500,000 tonnes of lamb and 163,000 or more of mutton. That's according to the Australian Bureau of Statistics, ABS. The gross value of Australian lamb and mutton production, including live support, or rather live exports, in 2016-17 is estimated at $3.9 billion. That's in June 2017. Yes. And again, here we have per state number of sheep per state, dominated by the state of New South Wales, which has the 34% of national production, national sheep production. Destination countries for Australian sheep, it's mainly the Middle East we export to, and those graphs show the interplay between exports between 2018 and 2019, and it can be seen Middle East countries varies in the amount they export. Wool production, I'm sorry I'm going too quick because it was done in a couple of hours time, so I didn't have enough time Again, New South Wales combined with ACT, which is Australian capital city. Canberra, that is part of New South Wales, as they're both as a major wool producer. Now the graphs here show the meat exports of both beef and sheep production. Estimated production of 8% of the world's lamb and mutton. That was in 2005 and 14, while the same source had placed Australia as the largest exporter of sheep in the world. That's FAO 2013. Again, here it shows the graph above sheep meat export values starting from 2019, and it can be seen is increased to it's the price per head, actually the value of price per head, and on the right hand side of the graph shows the unit price at per kilogram. Sheep production in decline, actually. It has been due to the drought conditions in Australia, has experienced a few years of drought, hence the decline, which was estimated to be 4 million heads to mid-2019, or rather 2018. It dropped to 4 million heads, or about 6.1% nationally. The fall in sheep, the fall in sheep numbers from 73.8 million in 2018-19 to 67.3 million heads is projected for 2020. Meat and Livestock Australia, that's and also the which was reported by the ABC. That's the ABC. That's the government TV in Australia. And one other thing, actually, that I was going to include about goats and kangaroo meat, which I didn't have enough time to include. But in short, goat and kangaroo meat are very similar, as in their fat content, which is less than beef and lamb. During the 1970s, kangaroo meat was used as pet food. Actually, it was strange for human to eat kangaroo meat, but now, since the early 2000s, it has been used for human consumption, and it's on the increase every year. Their contribution to the economy, livestock and red meat provide a huge contribution to Australia's economy, while the export value is estimated to be at $13.7 billion Australian dollars. The red meat sector employs over 200,000 people on farm, processing, and retail. That's all I have, actually. I'm sorry for the short presentation, and thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Sam. Please, can you stop your share screen?
Yes, sure.
Yeah, I think, just press
trying.
button over there, stop share screen. Yeah, thank you, Sam.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think that's a very nice presentation from Australia. And Sam, you use exactly 10 minutes for your presentation. So I think we have some question of that, but let's keep in your mind, and then we continue for the third presenter for this session. I invite Group 9 from Untan and UPR. Group 9, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Please, time is yours for 10 minutes.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for the opportunity. I will presentation about current situation cattle production in West and Central of Borneo. The West Kalimantan as the fourth large province in Indonesia, and there are Kapuas River as the largest river in Indonesia. And the Central Kalimantan are the third large province in Indonesia. At the same of both as the have a large of forest area and many river and the same of climate and hot temperature and have many marginal lands. Okay, there are the problems of cattle production in West and Central Kalimantan. The first is the cattle maintenance is only as a side business. At the second, the maintenance system is still only traditional. And the third, lack of knowledge on good management practices by breeders. And the fourth, lack of awareness of important adapted genetic resources to increase productivity. And the last, the breeders are selling livestock of the productive age. Okay, based on the data from Badan Pusat Statistik on 2020, the livestock population beef cattle in West and Central Kalimantan. There is the population are increased, but not significant. And then the cattle rearing system, you can see there is traditional rearing system, and the cattle graze and live on the banks of Kapuas River, and the cattlemen take advantage of the available land to give the feed of the cattle. There is a pastura on the West Kalimantan. Okay. The next is application of artificial insemination of inseminasi buatan. Especially at the West Kalimantan, the cattle population are developed is divided into the several area. In implementation of EB in priority area of EB and mixed areas, the straw types that are applied are prioritized to increase production through the development of native cattle, local cattle, and crossbred, namely from straw of exotic breed like a Simmental, Limousin, Angus, and ATC. And the straw species are adapted to acceptor breeds. And meanwhile, the area that have been or will be used as EB introduction areas, the use of straws from the Bali types is directed at breeding for genetic quality improvement through the purification of Bali cattle in West Kalimantan. Okay. There is integration of farm cattle in Central Kalimantan, the focus of observation in Kota Waringin Barat district. The Kota Waringin Barat district, there are two management systems for the integration of oil palm cattle, which are carried out by the private sector, namely the Medco company and the Southern Ranch company, and by of the community group livestock, namely the Subur Makmur livestock group or the kelompok ternak. In the Waringin, Kota Waringin, there are 200,000 hectares of the palm area plantation, and there are 7 oil palm processing factories. The project activities in the Kota Waringin is semi-intensive efficiency, forest plants, and the manure management. The efficiency is better because using the input of labor together of beef cattle and oil palm plantation reduce labor costs and helps increase the holding capacity so that the business scale becomes the largest and more efficient. The land under oil palm plantation in oil palm plantation is covered with grass, legumes, and shrubs that can be used as animal feed. The project aims with oil palm integration with the cattle is to produce the tillers and to clear shrub under the oil palms, to utilize palm oil industrial waste as raw material for feed in beef cattle fattening business, and the last as well as the use of manure for oil palm plants. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for your presentation. Yeah, Group 9 from Untan and UPR. I think that's very nice presentation. Yeah, you include also some video as well. Okay, and then we are going to have discussion session, more or less for 10 minutes. So please, if you have any question, just let me know. Maybe you can raise your hand, or some committee maybe will help me to point it who will have any question. Please, anyone have any question? I think we have some very nice presentation, yeah, from yogurt and also livestock system livestock condition in Australia, and then the last is from West and Central Kalimantan. Yeah, do you have any question, please? Okay, maybe there is no question, maybe I have some question. Yeah, maybe for Sam. Yeah, first for Sam. Sam, I have question regarding your presentation. I think you have any kind of information regarding that. Sam, you mentioned that 5% of beef production from Australia is imported to Indonesia, as if I didn't wrong about the number. Is there, I mean, this kind of the number, 5%, is it include the, how to say, live export, meaning that export from the live cattle or just from the beef? Do you have any information on that, Sam, please?
Not, if I'm not wrong, I think it's they're talking about the meat export. Beef,
okay.
Because live export usually is the majority. I know we export a fair bit of live export to Indonesia, but I think that's 5.3%, and they go to meat export.
Okay, so it's just for meat export, right?
Yeah, I'm not 100% on that. By the way.
Okay. Thank you. Anyway,
not 100% sure.
And then the second question, Sam. I heard that in Australia also produce venison, this meat from deer meat, venison. Do you have any information on that, Sam?
I'm afraid I didn't have a chance to. I know they do, but
okay.
I didn't have enough, and I didn't have the chance to research it. Yeah, I'm not. Okay. I'm not really sure.
Okay, but I know but the kangaroo production is, I would say, legal production there. Yeah.
Oh,
so
definitely.
it is mean not the kangaroo for hunting, is it the production of kangaroo for product? I mean, for produce meat, something like that.
Yes, yes,
Okay,
that's for sure.
okay,
It has become that way lately because, as I mentioned, in the 1970s, was unheard of for a human to consume kangaroo meat, but for the last 15 or 20 years, it's becoming popular, and it's exceeding the consumption of goats, I believe.
Okay.
Goat's meat, yeah.
Okay, thank you, Sam. So,
No problem.
anyone have any question for maybe for the first presenter about yogurt, and also for Sam about the Australian livestock production, and then the last from Kalimantan. Anyone? Okay. Maybe my question for maybe you still have any question, but please don't say but maybe to provocate you I have a question to the third presenter regarding the integration of palm oil and palm oil and cattle production. As I saw in your presentation, in your video, I think that's a nice video, your nice presentation as well. I saw some, this not original, I mean, how to say, local livestock, the breed or strain of the livestock, as I know for that picture, is imported from Australia. Is it right? The for the integration with palm oil, more or less or mostly using the imported livestock, I mean, imported cattle. Is it correct? Group groups West and Central Kalimantan. Do you have any comment, please? Hello. I don't remember the name of the presenter. Let me see. Hello, Group Kalimantan. Yeah. Do you have any comment? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know. I don't know many more about the integrate oil palm and the cattle of the Central Kalimantan because I'm not people of the Central Kalimantan. There is my friend Juhriansa and Sylvia.
Okay, Ziria. Okay, maybe Ziriansa or Sylvia, do you have any comment on that? Hello? No, nobody? Okay. Okay, if there is no any question, so we can stop for the first session. I mean, the first session for the presentation, and then we are going to the second presentation session. And let me share my screen again. I invite 3 other group. Group 10 from NCHU, and then group 11 F2 and A2 IBB University, and then group 12 University of Jember and University Islam Kadiri. Sorry. Group 10, are you ready? Hello, NCHU. Hello. Group 10. The committee, can you help me to find out maybe is there any problem from group 10? Hello, group 10. Okay, maybe something happened with the group 10. So I invite group 11, F2 and A2 from IBB University. Group 11, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, please. To start your presentation, I will start my share screen. Yeah.
Okay, a minute.
please, you have time 10 minutes, and maybe remember, there are some how to say reviewer, and then to give your mark regarding this kind of presentation and so on.
Hello, sir. Can I start?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Good evening, all of the lecturer and participant. I'm Ivandi, a food science and technology student as a representative of Group F2 and A2 IPB University. On this occasion, I would like to presentate about food safety in Indonesia on current situation due to COVID-19 pandemic. Next slide, please. Currently, in Indonesia, the COVID-19 case has reached over than 175,000 by September 1st, 2020. Next one. From the graph shown above, we can see that by the time coronavirus case still increasing exponentially. The next one. During this situation, government from several countries implementing lockdown to reduce the case, but the lockdown policy itself gives a huge impact to the global economy. Affect food demands, increased risk from interacting animals or consuming animal-based products, and the last one is food safety and livelihoods. Next slide, please. So, how does the COVID-19 impact food safety? The question is, can COVID-19 spread from food? And the answer is, it is highly unlikely. The reason is because COVID-19 is a respiratory illness, which primary transmission route is through person-to-person contact and direct contact with respiratory droplets, and no evidence to date that viruses that cause respiratory illness being transmitted via food or food packaging. However, COVID-19 can also spread from a person who has the virus to any surface he or she touch. The next one is maintaining a functioning national food safety inspection program. According to the guidance for competent authorities responsible for national food safety control system by the FAO, there is a risk-based approach, temporary measures, staff protection, temporary suspension of control programs, and food regulation. But now I want to highlight point 3, which is staff protection. To protect the food workers, physical distancing is needs to be implemented in the work environment. Stringent hygiene and sanitation measures, use personal protective equipment, promote effective hand washing and sanitation, and develop a plan of procedure like reporting illness and expulsion of ill workers. GoFood, one of the online food service application, was support the movement by providing service which buyers didn't have to meet the drivers directly by letting the drivers left the food they ordered hanging on their fence. They also use masks and gloves to ensure safety and double the layer of the takeout packaging. The next one is NutriFood. NutriFood is one of the food factory that already implement the protocol. We could see that they put banner to inform the workers and or the visitor to do hand washing, social distancing, and etc. Next one. But even if some big companies has implemented the protocol, some small business like food stall or street food, according to CNN Indonesia on June 22nd, 2020, There's a meatball seller who spat on consumers' bowl. This worst example of current situation of food safety in Indonesia. This kind of food safety problem is more like a crime because it's disgusting. Besides, he didn't use any protective tools like face masks. So the last one is how to practice the food safety. The example of basic thing that we can do is meat products can be safely consumed if they are cooked thoroughly and properly handled during food preparation. The next one is, go back to the previous slide, please. Next one is, do not eat sick or diseased animal. Use different chopping boards and knives for raw meat and cooked foods. And the last one is, wash your hands with soap and or hot waters for at least 20 seconds between handling raw and cooked food. Okay. Thank you for your attention. That's all from us.
Okay, thank you. Can you stop your screen? Okay, thank you. And then we are moving to next presenter, but I invite again from group 10 NCHU. Are you there? Hello, group 10. Okay, still no question, no answer. No response from group 10. So we are moving to the group 12, University of Jember and University Islam Kadiri. Please, are you there? Group 12. Hello. Hello. Okay. So I think we also miss group 12 as well. Yeah. So, so that we have more time if you have any question. Yeah. Or maybe from committee, should we wait from group 10 and group 12? Hello?
No need, I think.
Okay, so we are just moving, yeah. Okay, is there any question regarding the last presenter? About the COVID-19 regarding the food safety. Anyone has any question? Please, maybe you can turn on your speaker and then directly to point out what the question is and so on. Okay. Anybody has any question? No. Okay. Okay. Yeah. If there is no question, maybe I have a question. Yeah. For group 12. Yeah. First, I was wondering, when you mentioned that there is no evidence, until now, that the COVID-19 is spread by the food, But what do you think if, let's say, some people mention that maybe, because of handling and so on, and so this kind of the virus will contaminate to the food. And then the question is that possible? Not directly maybe, from food to the people, but maybe because the handling this kind of the food is not in good condition, or maybe some people who touch our, let's say, the packaging and so on, the containing the COVID-19. So is it possible that this can spread to the other people? Hello, group 10, group 12. Do you have any, let's say, comment about that? Where is group 12? Group 11.
I still discuss it with my team.
Okay. And then we also have Eno Trianti has question. Please, Eno Trianti, you can turn on your microphone and ask directly to the Ivandi and the friend. Please, Eno Trianti.
Hello, is
Yeah.
my voice clear?
Yeah. Please.
So my name, hello?
Okay, please go on.
Hello, my name is Eno. I'm from IPB University, and I would like to ask your opinion about the food safety. What do you think about food safety around the campus area? I mean, like Bara Street, food street. I mean, and then maybe we think that is not good enough. And do you have kind of a solution or a way to raise the awareness of the sellers to apply the food safety in their products? Thank you.
Okay, thank you for your question, Ivandi. I hope you can get the question. Yeah, please.
Yeah, sir. I would like to repeat your question. Is your question is are you asking about is the COVID-19 could spread not only from food but also from the preparation from the equipment
No.
that use?
Yeah.
Okay, sir. For your question, that I already presented from the slide. I think the COVID-19 itself could spread from the droplets from the infected patient. So if the patient was cough on the equipment and or the surface of the tables, so if the other consumer touch the surface and then scratch their eyes or the droplets come into their mouth or their nose, the consumer will also affected with the COVID-19 too. Okay, is that clear, sir?
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
And then for second question.
For the second one, yeah, I think the food itself in Bara is not clean, even if before the COVID-19, the some of the sellers still use bare hand to process or cooking or even picking the food. So how we could prevent those situations? I think the almost all of the seller in the Bara, particularly in Bara, didn't have knowledge about the food safety itself. So we as a student need to giving a knowledge or information to the seller, so they could give an extra attention to the food, particularly for this situation because it was concern. I think that's all.
Okay, thank you, Ivandi. Eno Trianti, do you have any feedback about that?
Excuse me, sir. Can I add Ivandi's answer as his team?
Yeah, please.
Okay. Thank you, sir, and thank you, Eno, for the question. I want to add that about street food in Bara. Actually, as a student, we cannot do something specifically instead of we are a government or staff. But as a student, the solution that you've been asking is, since we know that food safety is important, it, it depends on us. We have to choose the cleaner food. So if you feel like street food in Bara is not safe or not clear enough, just don't buy it, because I guess uh, we have no big impact even if we educate them for what is food safety, how can you handle your product. They just don't care, because maybe they care but they don't really care about the food safety issues, because what they want to do, why they sell their product, is about economic thing. It's about their job, how they get money, and they don't really they don't really care about food safety. So the solution is, yeah, it's just us who have to pick which food is good and which food is bad. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Selma. Eno Trianti, do you have any feedback about that?
Yes. Can I ask another opinion for your team?
Yeah, please.
Do you guys think that our university have kind of a way to make raising the awareness in seller in Bara? I mean, like maybe our university gathering the sellers and giving the knowledge or lecture, something like that. Do you think it is important as a university? Thank you.
Okay, Selma, yeah, do you want to
Yeah.
have a
If any of us do us think that it's important, yes, it is important. But the more important thing is to educate the food seller in our canteen, in canteen. I mean, like for example, one of canteen in IPB University called Sapta. There's a canteen in IPB University. Sapta is such a good canteen, and Himitepa, a student give education to the seller, and yeah, it's important, but it's more important for our own canteen inside the university. That's all.
sorry?
Sir,
Okay, yeah.
and
Thank you so much.
I would like to add some opinion. I think IPB University as an institution need to do an inspection to several area in the campus or university. If the canteen or the food stall didn't follow the requirements or didn't fulfill the requirements, I think it must be shut down. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Ivandi, and also Selma. Maybe I can add some information regarding all that. Yeah, as far I know, there are some program from IBP University as well. Yeah, to let's say educate some seller in let's say in Nabara Street. Yeah, and if you see, yeah, in that some canteen, yeah, there are also some let's say a certificate from IBB and so on. So which is mean that IBB itself also has any, I mean, kind of the action on that regarding of education to the seller in Bara regarding the food safety. But I agree, yeah, that we still need, let's say, we still need some action on that, yeah, further action regarding our on food safety, specifically in this kind of a pandemic era. Okay, so oh, yeah, I think we have a last call, I think, yeah, for group 10 and group 12. This is last call for you. Do you have any yeah, feedback? Are you there? Group 10 and also group 12 from NCHU and from University Jember and University Islam Kadiri. Are you there, please? No? Okay. So, I think we already yeah, finished our presentation session for today. Yeah. And then we will have a post test, but I think we should have a break, let's say for 2 or 3 minutes, yeah, before we start for the post test session. So please, yeah, maybe do you want to take a break for 2 or 3 minutes, and then we will continue for post test. Thank you very much for your attention, and see you in next 3 or 3 minutes. Okay, hello everyone, and I think the committee is already sent to you about the link that you have to answer some question regarding of post test. So please to click that kind of the link, and then you can start your post test by now, yeah, and we will have more or less more or less for 10 minutes, yeah. We will have a time for 10 minutes for you, yeah, just clicking in that kind of link, yeah, in chat, yeah. And